Hi, this is Ann with Graphic Design How To, and you might have noticed when you put a stroke on objects or text, you sometimes get these weird spikes. So I'm going to show you how to fix those weird spikes that happen in Adobe Illustrator. All right, let's get started. First, I'll show you how to do this with text, but if you want to learn how to do it with objects, you can jump to this timestamp. Okay, so here we are in Illustrator. I have 3 different fonts and I've added an outline to each of them. So this spiky issue will happen when you add a stroke or outline to your text or object, and it doesn't happen all the time. And it happens with certain fonts with the way they're built. Basically, when 2 anchor points form a sharp angle, Illustrator will naturally extend the stroke to create this pointed corner. So how do we fix it? If we're working with text, we can open our stroke panel. That's under Window if you're not seeing it. And with the text selected, come over here to Limit and reduce this limit. I'll just highlight it and then use my down arrow key. And you'll notice once we hit 6, the top spikes on the M went away. I'll go to 5, 4, and when I get to 4, the spike on the A disappears. And then finally, at the miter limit 3, it looks completely normal. If we keep reducing our miter limit, we run into other problems. So you might have noticed when I hit 2 that we got this weird cut off stroke on the Y. So I'm going to put this back up at 3. And then that's it. You can just leave it after that. The second thing that will always immediately solve the problem is to round the cap and the corner. So this is a really good option if you're working with kind of a script text because they look really good with rounded corners. So I'll come over to stroke and I'll round the cap by clicking on the center one and then the corner too. And here's what we get. This looks really nice with a rounded stroke. The third thing you can try to fix the text is to make a copy of what you're working on. You always want to do this. You can put it off the side of the artboard, maybe somewhere over here, just so you have a live text version. And then we'll outline this with Shift-Command-O or Shift-Control-O. You can also go to Type, Create Outlines right here. And the problem here is this font was made pretty strangely. Once we outline it, we can see a lot of weird stuff. So I'm going to zoom in here and just select the Y with my group selection tool, this one right up here. And then I'll get on my Pathfinder and join that. And now it's fixed the problem. Just joining that piece to get rid of those weird pieces fixed it. Sometimes resetting the miter limit just isn't going to work. Normally fonts aren't built like that, so I want to show you how to delete these points if you have a normal seeming font. I'll make a copy off to the side. I'll hit Shift-Command-O or Shift-Control-O to outline this, and then I'll also expand this with Object Expand Appearance. Then I'll go to Object Expand to get my anchor points all the way out to the stroke. When we zoom in here, now we have these points and I can hit P- to get this tool right up here. And then just click that point and click that one too. And now we're good to go. So here's a map of the US, and if we zoom in here, you can see all these crazy spikes that were caused when we added the stroke. So I'm going to select everything here, and then I'll round the cap and corner. And that takes care of it. Everything looks a little nicer. I would just reduce the stroke some too. Maybe we could take it to 0.25. But really it's just an example so you can see what can happen when you apply strokes and the 2 anchor points are too close together. They form a sharp angle and Illustrator extends that stroke. And that's it. All right, I hope this video is helpful. If you liked it and you want to see more videos like this, just click the subscribe button and the little bell next to it and you'll be notified every time a new video comes out. All right, I'll see you in the next video. Thank you.